Hi everyone, this is April 17th, day 19 of my vlog. We've missed a day. Thursday got out of control and I just didn't get it done. So we're going to go back to the Sabbath theme today. Um, in my daily Bible reading, I came across Psalm 92. And I've often read it, and as normal, you read the part of the Bible and you miss things, even though you read them, they don't register. But this time, the title registered, and the title is this: a psalm or song for the Sabbath day. And I'm thinking, whoa, a Sabbath day psalm. And so I read it carefully, and then I reread it, and I said that really applies to this psalm. Really applies to what a Sabbath means for us as we're Sabbathing because of this virus. Resting. Sabbath means rest or seven, and we're on a God-provided, God-enforced Sabbath because we don't Sabbath very well as Americans. In fact, the world doesn't Sabbath. God wants us to Sabbath. So this psalm describes the Sabbath's purposes and its benefits like nowhere else in the Bible. It really surprised me to see this. We often think of Sabbath as not working, and that is not wrong. You know, the idea of sitting around on Sunday doing nothing but going to church and no game. I mean, this is for some of you never knew this, but people didn't play sports. They didn't have sports on TV. You didn't go shopping. But so Sabbath has the idea of not working and rest, but that is not at all found in the psalm, which surprised me. Let's put it this way: it's not found in the psalm directly. Verses 1 through 3. I'm going to read them for you. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp, with a solemn sound. And so the very first thing I noticed about Sabbath, it's a good thing. And it gives you two good things about the Sabbath. Number one is to be thankful for all the things he has done, past, present, what he's doing in the future. And the second thing is for his loving kindness and his faithfulness. That's why we give thanks, is to show forth his loving kindness in his faithfulness. And God is always lovingly kind. And he is always faithful. The Sabbath, then, is to remind us that God is lovingly kind and faithful. When God enforces us to Sabbath, like he is right now, we need to remember to thank God. Make it a priority, a big one, to thank him for his loving kindness to us, for all his benefits, all the things we easily acknowledge as good. Make a point of listing them on a Sabbath. Think about them. And then all the things that we struggle with, seeing as good, thank him for. And you say, I can't do that. I understand that. So thank him for his faithfulness in all the things we struggle with. See, when we can't see the good, see his face. Know his faithfulness. Review the past goodness. Remind yourself. And the longer you walk with God, the more you have experienced and understood that what seemed to be so bad, what seemed to be a denial of God's goodness, was not. I'm going to say that again. The longer you walk with God, the more you have experienced and understood that what seemed to be so bad and what seemed to be so a denial of God's goodness was not. One of the best examples of this in the Bible is the story of Joseph. His brothers hated him, and they did a series of terrible things to him, sold him into slavery where he was abused, misunderstood, no justice, and he would have had trouble seeing the goodness. But he never forgot the faithfulness of God, and he behaved in that same manner. So when he got to the other side of it, and God had promoted him out of all his struggles, made him second in command in Egypt, Genesis 50:18-21 tells us that Joseph tells his brothers, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." So on the Sabbath, be thankful. And realize that which you are struggling with being thankful for, God meant it for good. And it will be good. Sing praises unto God's name, as Psalm 92 verse 1 says, be thankful and sing praises to him. This is a good starting point for us when we Sabbath. This is part one. There's 3 more parts coming to this. So may God bless you.